Hey everybody, Jeff from Corrugated Cavalier here. So, Paul has leveled up once again. I know he's one of the, well, really the only guest on the channel so far, so I wanted to give a little rundown of this. Very simple construction. This is all just really trim board. It's mostly oak, some poplar. It's really just what I had around, to be perfectly honest. So, I have kind of a square frame back here that I just measured my shoulder width, roughly, and gave enough to put in some length here to attach an arm. One of the important things here is I didn't put in the screws super tight on this, so these shoulder pieces can move. So the arms can kind of actually go in and out. It's hard to show, but you can see it in the picture at the beginning because he has the sword attached now. It's hard to see that, but these shoulder pieces can move a little bit. And because of the nature of the rope, the whole frame can actually move a bit too, which is kind of nice in positioning for this, for different cuts and stuff like that. These screws I tried to put in a little bit tighter to just resist some of the weight of the sword, and I put some rope down here to make sure that the upper arms won't drop all the way. It does work. It's not perfect by any means. The only issue I'm having here is with this kind of heavier wooden waster, if he wants to go into longa or something like that, and that happens. Solve that with the trusty garden fork for now, which I'll show in a minute. But I do want to figure out a new solution for that. So if anybody has an idea, feel free to put it in the comments. That would be great. So yeah, once again, square frame. These shoulder pieces pivot. So if you want to use that idea, make sure that this goes between the two horizontal pieces and not on the outside. Otherwise, it won't be able to pivot. Cold steel buckler for his head, of course. Just steel cold steel buckler. And I just used paracord to wrap the sword. I might make swiveling hands at some point too, to get different blade angles a little bit better, and actually drill holes to put the paracord through, because sometimes it does slip. All right, well, though that's the construction, but as Jurg Spratt would say, let me show you its features. So here we have Paul sitting in like Costa di Donna or Vom Tag, and it's kind of nice just to kind of visualize an opponent, and if they have their hands or elbows out, being able to target those. Don't wail on it. I didn't use super sturdy wood, but that's all right too. So if I want to target that, it's nice to visualize that. Oh, it just slipped, like I showed you. So that's all right, I'll fix it. Or coming around here, or if he's in Tog, and this can help in getting a covered thrust in as well. And you know, you still have the typical Pell stuff of distance management. You know, if I want to come around here, etc., etc. At least showing you that the sword is there to cover. So you can do more stuff in longa, and one thing that I wanted to do with this was to be able to at least get some targets for practicing stretto plays on my own, so let's go to that. So here we have an incrusata pretty much right on the center line, and you can adjust that too. You can win the inside line, you can have him, just because of the shoulder swivel and everything, you can have him actually covering all the way to the outside. It doesn't really matter. So if I want to practice some stretto plays, this is great for pommel strike. Or my favorite, the two-handed pommel strike followed up by this sword grab. You can also practice some of those Zengato actions that I was doing before. And it just came off the garden fork, but no big deal. Just reset. And I can do it again. And just have to reset again, not a huge deal. I want to practice my frontale parry maybe. And if you're trying to do it in quick succession, that might get a little bit annoying, so I could even probably tie that garden fork handle to it, but I'm still searching for better solutions. So, there you have it. Paul, level 2. You ready to learn some stretto plays, Paul? All right, thank you all once again for coming by the channel. please click like, subscribe, share this around to people who might find it interesting. Be good to each other, and ciao.